What's going on, guys? This is John Zakari, and today I want to talk a little bit about Yokai Watch. This past weekend I picked up Yokai Watch 2 Fleshy Souls. I went with that version because I thought the fleshy part of the title was just hilarious. I've never played a Yokai Watch game before, and I've got to say, I've been having quite a bit of fun with it. First off, obviously, the comparison has to be made with Pokemon, as it has a similar monster collecting and battling aspect. But in Pokemon, the ghost Pokemon have always been my favorites by a large margin, so it's been awesome to play something where pretty much everything is a ghost Pokemon. Let me start with the character designs themselves, simply amazing. One of my main issues with the Pokemon games lately has been that I haven't really been wowed by the newer Pokemon designs. And I don't think I'm the only one either, as I feel like that's largely the reason why we're seeing these Gen 1 redesigns as the big hook for Sun and Moon. But man, pretty much everything I've seen in Yokai Watch has been fantastic. From the cute and cuddly to the downright creepy. And each one has their own interesting little backstory. If you're not aware, yokai and spirit people essentially possessing them and force people to acquire different traits or perform different actions. One may make you hungry, another sleepy, there's one that makes you sweat, hell, there's even one that makes you just want to play video games all day. I was particularly taken aback by the story behind one of the first yokai you meet, one of the game's major mascots, Jibanyan. Apparently, he was run over by a truck and now haunts the intersection where the event took place and tries to fight the oncoming trucks. He does this to prove himself, as when his owner found his body, she basically responded with something to the tune of, "Stupid cat, of course you'd get run over by a truck." For one, how sad, and two, as someone who has played video games for a long time, this chick just made the top of my list of most hated video game characters. I can't even remember the last time a character in a game legit pissed me off like that. Like, only the most evil, soulless human being would react to a dead pet like that. So the game consists largely of you going around befriending these yokai through battles, ironically, to get them to live peacefully with humanity. And yes, you're befriending the yokai who can be recruited to fight for you, not catching them or anything like that. So you don't have to imagine the nightmarish hellscape that is likely life inside a Pokeball. As far as the battling goes, I love the chaotic nature of the 3 character at a time battling system, combined with the mini games that go into keeping your yokai active and pulling off super moves. However, I feel like the combat, at least to the point I'm at, about 7 hours or so into the game, is pretty easy, perhaps a bit too easy. I know the game is geared towards kids, but I've yet to be threatened in any way in any of the battles so far. Maybe it gets tougher later on, but at this point I feel like it could use a bit of a difficulty boost. Also, jumping on this game in the second installment, I've noticed there seems to be a lot of references to the events of the past game. It doesn't seem like it's to the point where I'd consider the first title a requirement before playing the sequel, but it seems like you'd get more out of it doing so. With the writing being actually quite entertaining and funny in my opinion, the situations these yokai get themselves into are pretty great. I'll probably be checking out the first game after I finish the sequel. In the end, I'm really enjoying this game so far, a surprising amount. Even though I'm not feeling very challenged by the combat, I'm so eager to meet and uncover the story of the next yokai that I want to progress. I might update my thoughts on it once I put more time into it. And with that, this video's a wrap. Let me know your thoughts on the Yokai Watch series, especially if you're playing the sequel, in the comments. I'd love to know what people who played the first title think about the sequel. If you've enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel now, and you can say you were a subscriber before it was cool. As always, I'm John Zakari, and thanks for watching.